Welcome to the Daily High. Oh, it's good to be back. We're back in the saddle with Bitcoin. How are you feeling, Tone?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yesterday was a really busy day, so I didn't realize the price was up so much. Because I'm only in this town where I am for like a week, and there's a lot of people to see. And again, during dinner, it's like the opposite of the dinner that I had the other day, where the price was crashing during dinner. We're back at dinner, a few of the same people, and now it's like flying up during dinner. It's insane.
The last, let's call it, well, since we started this show almost, I've slept through every single move that the Bitcoin's had. Like, I think America is driving the market, which is really cool because I have all day to like assess and get into positions and whatever. And I go to sleep and wake up and the price is up, boom, or down. But it's I'm living through a good time zone, I reckon, right now. Let's go into it. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Uh, why don't you go first?
All righty. Cool. Well, I got something to talk about. It's good. So we'll start the 4 hour time frame because that's what I've been doing the last few days, and it's still relevant. Still relevant. We said I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You knew I wanted to get a green wave entry, and especially off a green diamond, which it did have. I got into the trade here at 62,400, which I wasn't happy with the entry, but I am now. But when I wanted to get in here, and I saw it, but I wasn't at my phone because my dad was talking my ear off. But it was a good trade. Today, when the candle, today's candle closed, at 10:30 in my time, so whatever, early morning, 7 o'clock for you or whatever it is. When this drew down throughout the day, I wanted to buy off the 30 simple moving average right here. I wanted to add to my position that I had in from here. And you'll think this is bullshit, but I messaged Tony in real time. I did add $85,000 to the position at the absolute bottom. I got very near to the bottom. I was looking for 66. I wanted it to come down throughout the day and get onto the 30 and then recover from it. And this is one of those lucky times where I got a really, really good entry. So I'm going to delete this blue line right here, right now, because my average entry has now risen to 36,574. I could probably even delete that, but I'll leave it for now. Good entry. I've extended the position to near 300,000 contracts. Good, looking really good. I like the 4 hour right here. I really, really want us to get above the support and resistance area up here at that 68,400. If we get through this, I don't need to see a break of 73. I said in the previous videos that 68 would be something I'm really, really excited to break. And the 4 hour, I think, it's a really strong. I'll zoom out a little bit. I really like the break of here. I think that gives us really, really good upside. But at the moment, we've respected it, and we'll see. We are technically lower high right now. So there is still definitely a case for one of these higher, low, lower, high, lower,
Hey Matt,
patterns to continue.
what kind of leverage do you have on this trade? It's like 2x, 3x?
Yeah, I entered the position. I know it'll sound random, but I entered the position. I wanted to get 250 contracts in, and I only got partially filled. I got 209 positions filled, so I had extra, and then at 3.1x leverage. So I throughout the night when it came down, I didn't know this at the time. My entry was down here, wherever it was, back here. We actually came right back to it. And I probably, if I canceled those open orders that I had, if I didn't cancel those orders, I would have got the whole position filled, but I had those orders canceled. And then when I added to, now I'm at 4.1x leverage. Well, I added extra leverage on so I could get additional capital to add the 85,000 to the position here. So 4.1.
Okay, so you have 4.1x right now. Okay,
Right,
got it.
right. And you know, I don't want to say anything, but if we start getting up here at that and getting above that 68 mark here, that 68,500, call it, I may hit the 5x leverage button and add another 100,000 to the trade, round numbers. I might even bulk it up a little bit further because, and I love doing this because the the mark price and my entry price, that will from $300,000 to $400,000 contract, it'll only jump the price up to about, let's call it 64,500. So I'll still have a really good buffer between my mark and entry, but I'll be large. I'll be large, and that's where I want to be. So if you've got no more questions, I'm really happy with the 4-hour time frame. This is the daily we're looking at right now. I really like this as well. I really would love to see this turn into a green star MRI candle throughout the next 12-hour period. I'd really, really love it. It doesn't matter if it happens on the next candle with on the third candle in the MRI succession, but if it shows a lot of strength, if in the next few hours we can come up, as soon as we get green, very, very soon at 80, 68, 130, that'll be a green star on the daily, and I'd be really, really excited to be in that. And even better the day after. So daily, I'm liking it. We're above all the moving averages. This is where I said I wanted to be. I'll jump back down to the 12-hour for a second to see if there's anything there. We still need to clear the 30 here. I want to see this roll over and move up. I'm waiting for the MRI count. There it is. This, once again, we could get the daily MRI green star candle and the 12-hour green star candle come in on the same 12-hour period. I think that's double confluence on the lower time frame for me, and I'd be really excited if we do that. The last thing I'll show to keep this brief is the 15-minute time frame, and I'll put on Bangbox, our favorite new indicator that we've got, not the back tester, just the regular. Here we go. This is Bangbox. Give me one moment, please, while I recalibrate all this nonsense. Okay, so we had, I'll put this on auto for a second. Yep, it is. So we had a really, really good, sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, it's black box. Oh, sorry, son, give me a second. What am I doing here? 15 seconds. I knew it. I've done that twice on the show now because it's only calibrated for the 15-minute time frame. So that's why the confusion. I thought that's too many candles. This is what's going on. All right, cool. So we got again, Tone, this is bugging me. What am I doing wrong? I got too many indicators here now. No. Oh, fuck it.
The back tester. There you go.
I'll use this anyway, but this is not what I wanted to show. I was going to show the indicator, but I'm getting nervous because I'm live on air. We had a really good trade we had a really good trade last night. We entered the trade. Sorry. I clicked on the Discord button and it started to play a video. So you can't hear it, but I could hear it in my ears. We got into the trade last night. We'll edit this out. Don't worry. We got into the trade last night here on the pink diamond signal. And in 45 minutes later, we closed here. The trade at 26% profit. So it's a really classic bang box signal. 45 minutes, 10x leverage, 26% profit on the trade, got out of it. This is really, really exciting, guys. We've got this set up. We've got Bangbox set up on the Discord. So if you use the affiliate links in the description below and click the Discord group in the affiliate link in the description below of this video, you've got free access once you make a deposit on our exchanges to our Discord group, which is really great. You get access to all these alerts for all of these trades. That's all I'm gonna say today. It is active and it is open and it's waiting for the next signal, but I'm gonna formally address it tomorrow on Friday's show and run through the back tester, run through how the results will pop up on your Discord and everything. It's totally free. The only way to get it though is to use our affiliate links and to use the Financial Summit Discord link in the description below this video. But I can't wait to bring it to you. Tone, I'm sorry
I'm not a Discord user, but I may have to start using Discord soon. I just fired it up this morning. I haven't used Discord in like a decade, so we'll see. Hopefully, it still works for me. And okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is going to be great. You don't have to do anything. It's all automated like a bot, and this will become a bot down the line, a month or two later. But right now, it'll tell you the buy price, the stop loss price, to close the trade, everything. It's great.
So I'm also going to start with the 4-hour time frame. And it's really interesting how the prior swing high is exactly where the MRI resistance is. And as Matt said, the break of this MRI resistance will make him more confident in his bullish trade, and he may add to that trade. But since he has no more free money in the or additional money in the account, he would have to up his leverage, and that gives him additional capital in the account. And then he puts that capital into the trade at the same leverage, therefore increasing his total position in the trade. Now, you can see on the 4-hour that the current candle is breaking the MRI count. This is a great thing, because if we rally in current candle, then we're going to be breaking this very critical resistance area around the vicinity of an MRI top, which makes me a little bit nervous of doing what Matt's doing, or for Matt doing what he's doing. So I would rather see consolidation for the rest of all day today, and then have it break out late in the evening, which would be Matt's morning, because it's like midnight where he is right now. So ideally, this is a break in the MRI count and a non-debatable break. Like you have like a couple of red candles here, or a couple of back and forth flips, red one, green one, red one, green one, and then we break out. So I'd rather see a breakout of 68,000 24 hours from now than, say, in the next 4 hours. So that's kind of my view on the 4-hour chart. We have clearly broken the downside trending channel. We are stuck in the middle of the moving averages, so we're almost done. All we need is this lower moving average to start trending up, hopefully touch the price somewhere in the $68,000 area. So everything is looking like it's ready to recover. I'll glance at the 1-hour chart, see if there's anything interesting there. Not really, other than the 1-hour chart looks even cleaner for a breakout. It's above all the moving averages. And once again, here's another MRI resistance line, also at the prior swing high with an MRI top. Like this is another version of an MRI top that I kind of expect to have a bit of a reversal to the downside, because we weren't able to break the MRI resistance line. And this MRI resistance line is at 68,000 exactly. So that's interesting. We have a 1-hour MRI resistance at 68 and a 4-hour resistance at 68. If we move up to the 1-day chart, the 1-day chart has its own resistance line also at 68. I mean, it's 68.3, 68.4, but they're all in the vicinity between 68K and 68.5K. I don't care about the top of this wick, which was just above 69 or right at 70. What I care more about is this candle's close, because that's also when we broke out with a green star candle to the upside. So once again, we have this area of 68,300 as major resistance, but on the daily chart, we need a daily close above that line.
So
we
Tom,
have now flipped around.
Yeah. Sorry, mate, I had my hand up. Would you agree with me that 68 is at the moment more critical than, say, 70 or 72 or 71 or anywhere else? Do you think that 68? That's
100%.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 68 is way more critical than 70. Because once you're above 68, you're so close to 70 that it can happen in like an hour.
Yeah, I agree.
At that point.
I agree totally.
So,
I think that's the big.
To me, it's all about. Yeah, it's all about 68 and this prior highs. The prior highs at 74. I don't expect that to be resistance at all. And we did have a full flip on the MRI counts. We're back to a red one. So again, I want to see a decisive flip over here. I don't really want to see a green star candle today. I'd rather see a green star candle tomorrow. But if we don't get a green star candle today, we're not going to get a green star candle tomorrow. Because if we don't get a green star candle today, we're going to get a red one. That means tomorrow we can only get a green one. That means we're delaying the green star candle until Saturday.
Yeah, I said that wrong.
Not ideal.
I said that wrong. Yep, you're right. Spot on. You're
Yeah.
right.
Also not ideal. So actually, I'd rather get a green star candle today, but late today. So like around the evening, like right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning in New York. And I'd rather get that green star candle around 6 p.m., 6 p.m. around market close, so that tomorrow's candle is the one that actually breaks out, not current candle. And in order for today's candle to get that daily green star, we need the daily to close above 68. It looks like above 68,400 to be exact. And I think it's possible. I am pretty bullish right now. Like, I don't know, I don't remember what I said on yesterday morning show, but whatever I said on yesterday morning show, you can completely ignore it because today is a complete 180 from yesterday. And I will forever say that I am always bearish at the bottom of a candle like this, and I am always bullish at the top by candle like this. I mean, 2 days ago candle that literally fell $6,000 and closed right at the low of 61,800. I will always be bearish at the bottom of that candle, and I will always be bullish at the all-time high candle, which was on March 13th, and the candle went up 1,600, and it closed at 73,000 exactly. I will always be bullish on that candle. The only exceptions to these rules is if these candles happen on MRI tops and bottoms. And these two did not. They actually both ironically happened on halfway up on the MRI 5 candle. And I did have another one of my old consulting clients that did a whole analysis on how often the fifth candle of the MRI tends to also reverse the market. It's not as often as the MRI top candle and bottom candle, but it's often enough to pay attention to and be careful with. And we just saw two of these examples in both the up direction and the down direction. But I will continue to be bullish at the tops, and I will continue to be bearish at the bottoms. I will just tighten up some stop losses when the candle is, getting a little bit out of hand. So that's how I trade, but everyone else trades differently. I did not touch my allocation based on Consensio. I remain 100% bullish in the markets. So nothing really here. At the bottom of the last candle, when we were, bouncing off 60,000, I was, not very optimistic. I wasn't scared enough to cut the trade, but I did enter a hope and pray strategy that it doesn't go any further. And that strategy seems to have worked out. And now I'm more comfortable. However, if we are sitting at 62,500 next week, the moving averages will cross, and I will take, cut the position shorter and take my profit. And weekly scale actually looks like there is a chance we're going to make it into that box. To make it into the box, we need 78,000 over the next 2 weeks. So it's possible. Maybe I could shorten the box, but it doesn't matter. If this week closes us above 70, which it easily can, I do think 78 to 92 is very likely before the halving, and then we get a much bigger pullback. That's pretty much it for me.
You have to mention the S&P 500 last night, man. You have to mention the S&P 500.
So, unfortunately, I was away. I usually do a stream on FOMC days, and yesterday I was just away all day. I had a meeting in the city with someone I haven't seen in forever, and I totally forgot that I scheduled the stuff on FOMC day. And the market rallied like crazy based on Powell's speech, which I did not hear. But from what I've been told, he said that he's anticipating 3 rate cuts later this year. I don't understand how he can promise that. I don't understand how he's going to do that, but it doesn't matter. One of the jobs of the Federal Reserve is to talk the market higher. And by him saying what he did, even with him not lowering the rate later this year, it will not matter. even if he doesn't do it, the market still will not crash all that far down. So, applause to him. He is, I think he's a really smart guy. I really want to talk about this on Twitter Spaces where we discussed this with Joe Calsari. Because Jerome Powell hates both administrations. He hates the Biden administration. I know he hates Janet Yellen. He thinks they're all idiots. None of them know what they're doing. He thinks they all want to just destroy America, and he's the only one trying to save it. And I kind of have to agree with him. Meanwhile, for some reason, Trump hates him, even though Trump hired him. And Trump has sworn that he would fire him when Trump gets back into office. So Jerome Powell is now incentivized to get the Democrats and Biden reelected. So this was a masterful chess move where he gets to talk the market up without actually doing anything. And the better the stock market, the better the economy looks, the more money people make in their 401ks, the more likely they are to vote for the current administration. I don't believe that he's going to lower rates 3 times in the next 9 months. And even if he doesn't, he'll just say, well, you know what, guys, economy is super strong. Why am I going to lower the rate? Inflation is still high. Economy is strong. Too many people have jobs. So we're going to leave it as is, and the market is not going to panic. So this was a masterful chess play. And I actually have a back tester. I have a script, but I haven't used it yet because I haven't had the time to check it out. The same person who built the MRI for Pine built a back tester on what if you only traded the Fed days, how much money would you have made? So I need to implement that and play around with that. I'll probably do it on my own channel in the near future. That's pretty much it. MSTR, I'm sure, is going to pop big to the upside today. We had a lot of conversation about MicroStrategy. And gold, I'm sure, is oh, look at gold pop to the upside as well. Everyone wants to hear that the rate's going to be lower. No one actually cares that the rate's going to be lower or not. Everyone adjusts, right? Does it really matter if your loan is 4% or 5%? It shouldn't, right? Like, for example, if you are buying a house and suddenly the rate went up by 1 percentage point, and suddenly you can't afford that house because of 1 extra percent in your interest rate, maybe the house you were originally buying was too expensive for you to begin with. Okay? Like 1% change in interest rate should not matter. It shouldn't matter to the average person. Now, it matters to the government because the government is trillions in debt. Trillions. So it matters. And they need your money to pay that debt. But a person doesn't use other people's money to pay their debts. They use their own money to pay their debts. And if a 1% change in interest rate matters to you, then what you were buying was probably too expensive. All right, Matt, thoughts?
Yeah, mate. I'm ready to wind the show up. I don't own a house. I own a lot of Bitcoin, so I don't give a shit if Bitcoin number goes up. Daddy's happy.
Nice. Yeah, I don't own any property at the moment either.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's wind it up.
I think we can wind down the show.
Yeah, mate. Thank you. I'm sorry for everybody for the show tonight. My dad's visiting me, so I've been talking for the last 4 hours flat out, and it's just done my head. Sorry for tonight. But I'll definitely bring you a better update about the Discord group and the signals and everything like that. I definitely think you should try it. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is sign up for the exchange, and you can see some good signals. They've been really, really good signals. And then if you're missing the signals, you'll enjoy the bot because it'll automate it for you. It's a great service. Use 2bit or a BitGet. 2bit is US friendly and UK friendly. I'm not saying anything, but you could look into it yourself. We've had a wonderful show tonight. I think Bitcoin is going to get a green star candle on today's candle. And I think I called it pretty well. But no one will ever say that, but I think I did. So see you tomorrow. Thank you, Tone.
All right, famous last words. We'll find out tomorrow.
All
right, guys.
I'm broke.
Thank you all for
watching. Sell it all. I'm sell it all. We're going.
And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, good luck in the NCAA tournament. for those who are participating. I just filled out my bracket late last night. We'll see how it goes. Later,
Go
guys.